What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Lasting Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Digital Relaxation. We are back again for another episode. And as always, if you guys enjoy what you hear and what you're going to hear, please be sure to share and rate this podcast and all of that good stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. Of course, before I start, just a little, brief update section. So I've been trying to change my sleep schedule. I've been talking about my sleep situation like all month, but I'm starting to sleep a little later than I normally sleep, so that I won't be waking up in the middle of the night. But the problem is I just wake up feeling like I haven't slept enough. So that's a problem, and it kind of took its, I don't want to say it took its toll. I think it was kind of a mentality thing, because I'm off work, so I worked I worked at a faster pace, knowing that I'm going to be off the next day, and I just tired myself out even more. So I actually went home and I took 2 naps. I was just tired, so I just basically slept the whole day once I got home. But yeah, so there's that. I'm actually recording this episode real late, but it is what it is. I want to get this out. Other than that, I don't even think I even mentioned that I started, but I started and finished. I started watching a new to me new series. I think it came out last year. It's called Glitch on Netflix. It's a Korean show. It has multiple genres. It's kind of a sci-fi comedy drama. And the story basically follows about this girl who, when she was young, she had a huge fascination with aliens and UFOs, and she would study all these old articles of people who claim that they had encounters and whatnot. So she has her makeshift UFO detector device and whatnot, trying to look for aliens, and she ended up befriending another young girl who at the time was she was kind of like a delinquent, just being a mischief. So they kind of just became friends off of a common interest of, she just got intrigued about the UFO thing too, so they both just had a little hideout and trying to look for UFOs and aliens and studying the article and whatnot. But the show opens up with a flashback of an event that made it seem like she had an encounter with UFOs, but obviously the show draws that whole thing out through the whole show, so we don't know if UFOs is real or not throughout the whole show and whatnot, and what it is she really saw. So the show kind of fast forwards when she's already an adult, and it seems like I said, it was hard to gauge what the show is about. That's why it kept me hooked, because it's was aliens real, or is this just some illusion or whatnot? Because it seemed like it was kind of both. Because the show started with she can see this one alien, but nobody else can see her, and the alien just stands there and just watches her. It doesn't interact with her any other specific way, other than she would have some electronic devices kind of mess up around her, and it would play a specific broadcast, the Transformer movie where Bumblebee, his voice box was broken, so he used the radio to speak. Basically that's what he was doing. So it would take a clip from different media, and it would be oh, I'm watching you. So there was that. So she's just basically trying to figure out if she's seeing is real, because she's been trying to avoid it, but recently it started getting very aggressive, which led to her like people like noticing her behavior change or whatnot. Then she got into a situation with her boyfriend, and she kind of broke up with him, but then he went missing, and she was like kind of gung-ho about if it was an alien abduction or not. So basically the catalyst of the show that started it was her boyfriend missing, and she's also dealing with I guess repressed memories about what happened to her in the past, because of she had a falling out with her friend after an incident. So she doesn't remember much from that childhood when she was like really fascinated with aliens. It wasn't until she recently actually ended up bumping into her friend again, and you know, they kind of go from there. They trying to, I guess, rekindle their friendship through their common interests, but it seems more drastic now because they're not just kids, and it seems like it's real, and they started uncovering plots about hidden cults and kidnappings and whatnot. Like, it just goes all over the place. So yeah. But it's a cool show. Only 10 episodes. Most episodes are probably like 40 plus minutes long. I know the finale is like over an hour. I'm not sure if the first episode is like that too. But yeah, it's a cool watch if you're interested in things like that. But yeah, that's mainly about it. Yeah, so I had a topic, but I never wrote it down. So by the time I got to when I want to record this, I completely forgot what it is I want to talk about. So I'm going to talk about something different. This is kind of going to be like a reflection episode, I guess. I just want to talk about just things that, like, I don't know, like the things that goes through the mind of like introverts and whatnot, and things that make people, like things that bring like me peace and whatnot, such as like the show, for example. Like, that I can just sit there and just watch my show, and like, no, because a lot of people do different things to pass time and enjoy themselves. Some people like to go out and hang out. I find comfort in just being in my home and just laying on my couch watching shows, or reading manga and whatnot. Just like watching stories and things, sitting on YouTube. Of course, that's always just been my thing. Watching YouTube videos. But I've also been I've been seeing like videos on like TikTok, of course, which TikTok is going through some situation right now. They're trying to ban it, cause, you know, not gonna get political, but yeah, America messing up. But yeah, so like there's those videos of like, introverts when they at home, and it's like we're kind of like doing the most, like we're practicing and learning things that we will never do in public. Like, I've been thinking about also like recently, like getting back into like freestyle dancing, even though like nobody knows I do that. It's just something I do and I enjoy doing it. But yeah. So this is just like, I don't know why we're like that. Like, just like we want we want to do a lot and explore a lot, but it's like we enjoy our own, like we don't want to just do it in front of everybody. Like, we had to really like make a big impression or a connection with us for us to want to just show a little bit of our real self with you. Like I said, it's only like really two people, mainly one person, but like two people that I can show majority of myself to. Like, other than that, I just act however. um, but like there's even cases where I just don't even speak to people. Like I be acting like I'm a freaking mute and just do sign languages. So like, I don't feel like talking to y'all. But yeah, but it's like the fact that we are also like very ambitious and adventurous. We want to do a lot of crazy things, but it's like we want to do it in our own safe haven, in our own comfort. Like there's a lot of things that I want to try and learn too. Like I want to learn like to properly do rollerblading or skating. I did ice skating. I kind of got the hang of it, but like I said, the issue is like you want to learn how to do these things, but obviously the best place to do it is in the skating ring or ice skating ring. But the problem is everybody is all freaking around you skating around, and it's like now you're being nervous if you mess up and you bump into somebody, or if you fall and you end up making a whole pile up on everybody tripping all over you. So it's like, to get a whole empty ring to yourself so you can practice and learn it yourself so you can just be good at it. It's like we don't just have a spot of ice just laying around so I can practice ice skating. So it's like it's very tricky to like want to learn and do things because we don't want to just do things in front of everybody. We want to be very comfortable with learning new things so we can just be good at it. But yeah, I don't know why we are like this. I don't even know. I wonder if like being an introvert is something that's natural, or if maybe like I'm thinking about my case and my situation, like if maybe a life situation can affect you being an introvert or extrovert or not. Like, can you swap out being one or the other if you go through a certain life experience? I guess like I wouldn't say I was a complete introvert as a kid, but I had a balance. Like, I enjoyed being outside and hanging out a lot more than being inside when I was a kid. As I mentioned in previous podcast episode, like I used to get upset at my cousins when like they rather play video games instead to go outside and hang out. Like, bro, like there's so much stuff we could be doing out here. You just want to sit here and play a game. Now I have fast forward, here I am. I'm a very heavy gamer now, and I really go outside and go places. I just be chilling in my own spot. But like I said, but like for me, because I went through my my issues, my events, that I kind of like, build that wall around me and close myself off to a lot of things and just went into my own shell. But the question is it like possible to break out of that? I don't know. Like for me, I don't know. I feel like I don't think I can picture myself, I guess, returning to being an extrovert again, or finding that I could find that balance, but I think my introvertness is still like more dominant. I don't think I'll ever have that complete balance where I have moments like actually tomorrow I'm gonna have a little extrovert moment. I'm gonna hang out with myself. I'm gonna go out. I'm actually gonna go see the John Wick movie and probably go to the bookstore as well, see if I get me some books. So just gonna have a date to myself, just hanging out outside. But that's still rare. Like I don't be going out. Like that's probably the other, like obviously other than the obvious reasons that I need to go outside, like for my own personal fun and pleasure. I think that would be the first time I went outside like that, like since this year has started. And we already about to be 4 months in. And I haven't really went outside for my own personal leisure since this year has began. So this is probably gonna be the first. But yeah, to find that balance where I can do that on the regular. There's a lot of things I want to do, but it's just the whole I don't want. It's the whole I don't want to do it by myself. But obviously, there's no one that I know that I'm totally comfortable with to go do it with. Like, you know, you don't mind messing up around certain people because I have that bond. And then obviously I don't want to do things in front of people that I know I'm not good at, and like, you know, people who probably do things like for like one thing, I mean it's an example of a thing. It's not saying that it's something I avoid, but recently I got into doing the Top Golf thing, where, you know, obviously where you are basically on a whole, what do you call it? It's like just a whole freaking open field, and everybody's like, you know, next to each other. They just hit the golf ball as far as they can, or to certain areas if you're playing by score. And I just be watching the people who just be like going there like as if they be going there on the regular. Like, they got their own gloves, their own little thing, like, cause you could use the I think they call it clubs. You could use your own little golf club. I mean, you could use the one that's already there, but people just be bringing their own. Like, they be coming here with a whole bag of golf clubs, and they just be knocking the balls like deep. And then there's me like, just trying to learn. I'm decent at it, but just like, you know, obviously I don't have the whole what you call it, like the mannerism, I guess, techniques to do it, like hitting the ball hurts your hand after a while. So I don't have that tolerance. I don't have a way to just perfectly aim where I want to hit. Like, people just be knocking it out and just be going where they want it to go. Like, I be hitting it as hard as I can, and 1 second it goes far, 1 second it doesn't. I'm like, bruh. I'm decent at it. And the only reason why I went there, obviously, because of I went there with my dad, but despite having a membership, I never went by myself, and I don't feel like going there by myself, like, just to, but I would like to practice it. But obviously it's like, I don't want to just practice it by myself. Like, it's just that thing, like, it's that thing of, you feel like everybody is just watching you do something, like the whole building just stopping, like, just watching you practice. And it's like, getting that out your mentality that, like, bro, like, you're not the center of everyone's attention. Like, you know, like, obviously there's probably gonna be some people watching, just like I watch people do stuff too, but it's not like the whole building is watching me. And I gotta, like, you gotta get that out your head, that it's not all about you to other people, but, you know, it's all about you to yourself, and you need to just focus on yourself. You can't let how other people see you, or if they even are seeing you, dictate how you do things. But I don't know, just that. There's also the situation of people's social battery. For introverts, like, you know, we hang out with people or talk to people enough, and then after a while we just kind of start getting quieter and quieter, because, like, all right, like, I'm kind of drained of talking to you guys, but I don't want to be rude and just tell you guys, like, shut up or something. But so we just be sitting there like, all right, like, we kind of just start getting distant to talking to people and whatnot, which, yeah, like, I don't know, I just be in my own zone. I'll just be like, the only person I be wanting to talk to, obviously, is my friend. And because when me and her talk, like, we be on like a call for like hours, and that's where, like, most of my talking gets out. So I don't like talk a lot to a lot of people. Even with texting, like, I don't even try to text a lot no more. I remember I used to do that, but I used to talk to the same people. We'd be freaking sending essays to each other. The only time I send essays is like there's something I want to get off my chest to my friend, but I know that they're not available to speak, but I need to get it all out, so I just send like a whole little essay and like wait for their response. But I used to do that on a regular, like on my text, but now I just like do one sentence or whatever. Like I'll be trying to talk too much. Like because I enjoy speaking verbally more, because I feel like I get my point across better, but also tone. I notice a lot of people can't tell my tone when people text me. Like a lot of people get either offended or annoyed with me, and it's like, but like it's like because like you know how I talk in person. Like this is how I sound in person. Like there's nothing offensive about how I'm speaking, and nothing annoying about how I'm speaking when I talk like this. But people have, I guess, a voice in their head when you're texting someone, and they thinking that voice in their head is my voice, and it's like, bro, you know how I talk in person. Like like I don't like, I really express vocal emotion like that. Only time I really express vocal emotion is if I'm playing the game, or if I'm talking to a very, very close friend that I can be myself with, my goofy, silly self with. But other than that, everybody's gonna get this monotone voice. It's just like that's about it. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't want to say I dislike my introvertness. I do enjoy like the moments when it's like there's still times where I just be sitting here like like damn, I'm just like in my own little space. Like I love coming home as well from work, and like I'm in my bubble now, just don't want to be bothered. Also seeing those memes when I saw it on Instagram where someone was like, oh, like I'm broke, but he said I'm broke because I paid all my bills, so I guess I'm just gonna be staying home and then enjoying basically what I paid for. So it's like taking it as like a good thing. Like obviously I'm working so I can maintain my living. Why not enjoy the place that I'm living in? Like you don't have to always be going out all the time. Like you work hard to get to this spot. The point of you having your home is so you can build it up, so it can represent you, so it can be your place. Like this is like it's supposed to have just about almost everything you need in here. The only time you need to go outside, not for the obvious reason, but I'm talking about like for leisure reasons. Like if you're a person who don't want to wait, like I want to order something, I gotta wait for obviously the whole it's getting shipped. Like just recently, actually, I got a new vinyl. I ordered this vinyl like probably in December, or late November, and it just came like a few days ago. Like just that waiting process. So like if you want to just go to the store and just like, hey, let me tomorrow I'm gonna go to the bookstore. Because there's some volumes that I need to re-up on that I could have easily ordered, but I don't know, it's just that way process. And I enjoy just walking into the store and seeing other things. And also I want to see if there's another book around. I'm just gonna be out and about tomorrow, just enjoying myself, and then come home and play video games and enjoy being in my own zone, in my own company. But yeah, I don't know. Could probably talk a lot more about this, but I'm like, despite sleeping like most of the day, I'm still. It's not that I'm tired. I'm comfortable, if that makes sense. I just want to relax and just chill. So I don't want to drag this episode out of this talk. So yeah, that's about it. Guess question of the day. probably be for my introvert people. Like, I mean, obviously, if I touched on it, that would be an answer. But so you can answer it yourself. Like, what are some things, like maybe it's a hobby or an experience or something like that you probably held off on doing or learning because it required you being in a public space, and maybe that's something that stopped you from doing it because you want to be in your own zone. So yeah, what are some things that your introvertness had prevented you from doing? So yeah, that's about it. Guess I'll leave it there. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please be sure to share and rate this. And it seems like this month is ending, and unfortunately I was not able to do what I wanted to do for this month, which I talked about like the beginning of this month. I wanted to have the majority of this month's episode be dedicated to having female guests for Women's History Month so that they can talk about their point of view and perspective, but I was not able to get that because I guess like I said, they were all busy this month, so it happens. It is what it is, but the month is almost over, and then it's going to be my birthday month. Yes sir. And yeah, you got. I'm pretty sure I did that. Yeah, I'm always losing track of my outro. But yeah, till next time. Hope you guys have a great day and a great week. Till next time, peace.